Okay.
Thank you for everybody for stopping on by. This is the Prodigy Lounge podcast here with SinIcyKiller. Thank you for stopping on by. Thank you for having us interview you. How are you doing today?
Fine. I'm doing pretty good, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be on here, though.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Especially with the overwhelming vote.
It wasn't even close, bro.
It was just one-sided, dude. I think it was like you and two other people. That was it.
It was literally, I comment, yo, I want Chinchu or Chef Sway. I can't remember which one I put out. It was one of them because I like both of them. I think they'd both be entertaining to watch a video on. But I put that, and then literally Lisa said SinIcy, and I was like, oh no, here we go.
And then it was like, boom, everybody. I was just like, wow, that was quick,
unexpected.
All right, my brother. So my first question to you is, what truly inspired you to become a streamer? Yeah, gotta hit him with the deep questions first. The deep ones.
You gotta get me with a hard one first, so I gotta look like a jerk right off the bat. Well, see, the first thing, like, I was watching all these Destiny streamers do carries and stuff like that, and then loads of people watching them and stuff like that in Destiny 1 days, and then I was like, yo, I could do that. But truly and honestly, I was like, ooh, look at the money they're making, bro.
Oh my god!
And then I had to go through the whole thing of learning, like, yo, it's not about that.
No. That's like end phase. That's end game shit, bro.
Yeah.
You got a long way to go.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I learned that the hard way.
It's all good though.
That's something that you gotta be honest with people about things. Sometimes like, hey, got in it for the wrong reason. Figured out I really enjoy doing it for the right reasons.
But at least you caught on to that, because a lot of people, they don't. They'll do it for the wrong reasons, and then catch on that, hey, this isn't as easy as it looks, and quit. But you took it as a learning thing, and you just bettered yourself as a person, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and the money stuff will come later down the road.
I'm not even worried about the money now. If it happens. I just do it because I enjoy it now.
Hey, damn right. That's how it is, bro. And then when you start getting the regulars in and the people that support you, it becomes so much more fun, so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So my next question is it's kind of the same question I have for Lisa, because I'm gonna mix things up a bit. If you can choose, For example, an OP member comes into town and whatnot. He knows that you're in that town, and he hits you up. Who would you want your first lunch to be with? Whatnot. Like, hey, bro, let's go out to eat. This, that, and third, blah, blah. Let's have a good time.
Bro, you're gonna get me in trouble with everybody. I'm gonna say, yeah. It'll be either Chef, Nular, or Patches.
It's not because they're watching, right? It's not because it's not nothing to do with it.
No.
Okay,
I
cool,
mean,
cool.
like, honestly, like, it's just like hanging out with them and stuff. They're hilarious, and I think it'd just be it'd be hilarious. I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Nular and Chef, they're in the same city, right? If I'm right, or no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think they would travel together if that happened. So you might get a 2-for-1.
Yeah,
we might get a 2-for-1 for that. So, right, you're a construction worker, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
You're also a business owner. What's that like, becoming an owner of your own business?
And
to explain to the audience what kind of business that you own.
Yeah, it's well, starting a business is not easy, obviously, and it takes some money to put in. That's like having a good family to help you out. That's a lot of help, because like not having to hire people. Me and my aunt put the business in together, so not having to hire people right off the bat is nice. That your family will help you out that don't have jobs and stuff, like stay-at-home moms, stuff like that.
Wow.
Or people that work part-time somewhere else, that work there, so it kind of helps. But the business I own, or I'm a part owner of, not really full owner, but part owner, is it's like energy loaded teas and meal replacement shakes. This is what we do. So it's kind of like G Fuel in tea form.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
And
do I buy one?
how do you buy one? Like,
Yeah. Can I make an online purchase, or is this only in store thing?
It's an in-store thing.
It's an in store thing. Wow.
Yeah.
So I can't get a hookup. Wow.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Is there plans for that in the future, or is this gonna stay in store thing?
They like I don't really know. We'll see how it goes later on down the road. Just kind of filling out as we go right now.
Okay, all right. That's fair. Um, let me see. Let me see if I can pull some questions. No, there's no questions yet. Okay, so because we already asked you what inspired you to become a streamer. We asked you your business and whatnot. Let me unlock my phone real quick because I'm sucking pretty hard right now.
Can't remember the questions I wrote down.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them. Just so many. Okay, so as a streamer, right? Or let me introduce you to the world of who you are within OP, because you are an official member of the OP roster, right? Which I should have done in the beginning of the podcast. Right now I'm all over the place, so I apologize. I'm just waking up, to be very honest. So SinIcyKiller is a co-leader within the organization, and he is part of the stream team. Well, now his job is to recruit people and bring them in and make sure they feel at home. Just similar to Lisa's job, but he's like under her, so he helps her out. But maybe in the future he'll be able to do other things. So, question: what made you decide Destiny to be your main game to play? Because a lot of times, you play other games. You just got God of War. Sometimes you'll play Warzone with us. And our very first gameplay video that we have on YouTube, you actually played with us, and we actually won. That was our first Warzone win.
First game.
Yeah, and
together,
yeah, and it came out great. Viz did a great edit. So where you can see everybody's perspective and whatnot, how everybody worked together and won us all our first games. Which was kind of a big deal, which made me want to really post that as our first gameplay as a team. But like I said, you play other games, but your main game is Destiny. So what made you be like, I want to set on my roots on this one?
Okay, so let's go back to when I was a kid, right? I've always played Bungie games. Started out like one of the first games I remember playing all the time was Halo. Combat Evolved.
Okay.
That's a game that me and my dad would sit down and play for hours and hours and hours and hours, just continuously playing and grinding. And then I slowly made my way into like the Call of Duty kind of scene as I started hitting my teenage years and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed first-person shooters from the start, and I enjoyed games like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Oblivion, things like that as well. And it seemed perfect to me to just blend the RPG elements and the FPS elements together, and it just kind of clicked right off the bat. Like first day I played it, I was like, I love this game. I love this game, and it's been that way for the game's been out 6 years now. I've been playing Destiny for 6 years now.
Damn,
so.
Bro. And now you're in Destiny 2, hot on the heels, trying to grow and whatnot.
Yeah.
Trying to get a team going and whatnot. Because I saw the post earlier. I was just like, it's looking for a team. It's funny that Patches asked that question as I had it in my head and shit like that. And I just looked. I'm just like, oh, he asked that question. All right, so we're pulling one from Slim. He says, what was your first game? What was your first console/gaming experience, and what got you into gaming? That's a great question.
Like I said, like when I was younger, like that's what me and my dad did. Played video games together all the time. When I was younger, we played everything from the Sega Genesis, Sonic games to
oh my god,
Nintendo 64, bro. We played everything, bro. And it's just I've got so many like experiences from gaming, like with my dad and stuff like that, and then bringing it into this. I've been to a few Halo tournaments with my dad.
Wow, really?
So,
That is so cool. Wow,
yeah.
that's so cool, man. What was your earliest, like the earliest that you could remember with your dad?
You're asking me questions that I am not good at remembering. My memory is terrible, bro. I can't remember much, but like like I said, I just like my fondest memories is playing Halo with my dad.
Okay,
Kid, you know,
that's
it's
fair
just a
enough.
game that like we played a lot. We played a lot of Halo, and then got into like Black Ops days, and then Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops 2, stuff like that. We played those games all the time together. So
Wow, that's so cool. What was excuse me, uh, the question that C has for you from the stream? He says, why that logo? What made you decide to have that logo?
oh yeah, okay. Little known fact about that logo. That was actually something that Lisa was like, "Yo, you should get this done," and I was like, "Yo, that's fire. We're doing it."
Okay, all right.
So that idea actually came from Lisa. She actually is
Oh,
like, "Yo, that's a this is a you should do this because like you play Destiny all the time. Use your like base it off your character and your favorite type of weapon in the game."
okay,
And I
that's
was like,
fair.
"Yo, that's fire. I like that."
Okay,
And then I
okay,
went with the green because like obviously my staple is black and green
okay,
for everything.
okay.
Other than my wall, apparently it's blue.
But if you had a green, it'd be like a big green screen. Oh, look at that
Yeah,
ideas,
yeah,
idea.
yeah. I
But
got
no one wants to do
a
that.
green screen I could put up if I want to. I just
Oh
don't want
yeah,
to.
didn't you used to do
Too
that a
much
while
work.
back?
Yeah, I did do that.
Wow.
I had those back in the original, like when I first joined OP days, man.
That was way back in the day. Wow.
Yeah,
Um,
it's been
a
a
hot
while.
minute. No.
Yeah.
So as a streamer, right? What are some of the challenges that you see growing? You know what I mean? I told you
Growing
I'm
is
gonna hit you with some hard questions, man. Now all these
yeah,
questions are gonna be the same
you
as I gave Lisa, bro. It's
you
gonna
hit me with
change.
the harder ones. Okay, as far as growing wise, I would say the hardest thing for me whenever I was like deciding I wanted to stream and then keeping my mental health up and stuff like that, obviously that's a big thing. Keep your mental health up. Don't
Yep.
get so worried about the numbers. Because a lot of people do that. They worry about their numbers and then they're like, "Oh, if people aren't going to watch this type of gameplay, so I can't stream it." No, stream whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, stream it
Okay.
because it's going to work out. Most people, and what you think people aren't going to like, they're going to like. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but
No, that's okay. That's what we want. We want you to express
but
yourself and who you are and what your thoughts
yeah,
are, because this is supposed to be for you. You know, this is
yeah.
supposed to be a way to let it out. It's gonna be interesting when patches, when we get
Yeah.
patches on.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be something else.
It's gonna be something.
out here.
All right, let's see if we can pull a question from the stream real quick. Would you watch from Destiny if something new to pique your interest came about?
Would I switch from Destiny? Oof. Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Probably not.
No, never.
Probably not. I mean, I would go play that game for a couple of weeks, but I would always make my way back.
Wow.
Like, I've always, I quit the game. I quit Destiny 2 for 6 months, and then I came back to it, and I've been playing it ever since. So.
Wow. Okay, like that time we all brung you into Ark for a bit, and you were having a good time, and then you're just like, you know what? After this game, I'm going back to Destiny 2. We're just like, what about the nomads?
My attention span is so small on like other games that I'm like, I'll play it for a couple weeks, and I'm just like, I'm bored, ready to do something else.
I feel you.
And then I'll go back to a game that keeps my attention constantly because it's always changing, always updating, always got new things to do. Always got different people to play with.
I feel you on that. That's like something with me with Call of Duty. And don't get me wrong, I love Ark. Play Ark all the time and whatnot. I like Apex. Almost the same concept with Call of Duty. But there's always something new and newer, more people to play with that have different play styles that keep it interesting. You know, it's always action packed. You know, like I like watching the action movie, for example. I completely understand that concept. So, question from Patches: what's something that you learned or found within the organization?
All right, so whenever I first started streaming, I was just kind of hopping from this team to that team to this team to that team because like nothing felt right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I'd meet cool people and I'd hang out with them, but in OP, I truly found a home where I can be myself and grow with everybody.
Oh. And that's all what matters.
Gotta
That's
get
what
sappy
matters,
for a
man.
second. Gotta get
No,
sappy
that's
for a
okay.
second,
That's
you know?
okay, man. That's okay. That's all that matters is that you're able to come day after day and know that you're gonna be welcomed with open arms. Another question.
And I'm gonna elaborate on it a little bit more. What really made me notice it is the first time whenever I left. Whenever I left for like I said, it took me a long time to get past the numbers and stop worrying about all that stuff and like work through all that stuff. And I took like 3 or 6 months off stream, between 3 and 6 months off streaming, and I left the team. And then like whenever I came back, everybody accepted me back with open arms. It was like, yo, we're glad to have you back. And it's just like I was just like, yeah, this is it.
That's so cool. I like that. I like hearing stuff like that. Quick question from C. He says, "What are the pictures behind you?"
Okay, that one is Jen Ledger, prize possession right there. I got to meet her. And then the rest of them are just like little stickers from like things that I bought, like Sweetwater, like music company, throwing pedals, sells guitar pedals, stuff like that, because I play guitar. Then you got your Scuff, Elgato, and then the Beat sticker.
Ooh, and don't forget the G Fuel.
Yeah, the G
Fuel. Always have the G Fuel.
And then I have another one from where Lisa gifted me something that I haven't put up. And this one is probably my favorite looking one, though.
Yeah. Another good question from chat is, we got some great questions from chat. I really appreciate you guys asking all these questions. Makes my job really easy. How did you get introduced to the organization? This one I know, but they don't know.
Okay, this one I got introduced to the organization from Rainwreck. He used to be a stream team leader back in the day, bro.
Back in the day.
A year and a half ago, back whenever I first joined, and like a year and a half ago. So that's how I got introduced. Is Rain asking me if I wanted to join.
Mm-hmm.
So because that was back when me and him streamed Fortnite together all the time.
That
doesn't tell you something. That was back when I quit Destiny too.
That was a long time ago.
That was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, holy crap. Rain, okay, so from my perspective, right? Brain, I had just made him head branch leader of the stream team. And I was just like, hey bro, this is the standards what I'm looking for. This is the standards that I'm looking for. I need you to go out and find people. And he was like, okay, right. I was like, take your time, because I would rather have someone who's going to buckle down and grow their roots in and actually be a true streamer rather than, he said, she said, boom, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want anybody fake. I wanted someone real. And so Rainwreck was just like, okay, give me some time. And then he came and got you. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. He's pretty cool. I says, look who's in chat. Oh, that's great.
If you say his name, he appears.
Oh, I know, right? He's every time, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That is great. But yeah, that was like what, a year ago or something like that, more or less.
Something like that, yeah.
Wow. If you can give any tip to any new streamer, what would it be? Give me like 3 or 5.
3 to 5. Okay, first one, turn your viewer count number off.
That's true. I give that. Why though? Why?
Why
though?
You're gonna get in your own head whenever nobody's there.
Okay.
I've seen it happen to too many people where they're like they're really good streamers and then they're just like nobody's showing up, and I was like, because you literally just turned your stream on an hour ago.
That's so true.
And then my second one would be don't act like somebody you're not unless you're gonna put a actual mask on.
Okay.
Don't be yourself. You need to be yourself if you're not gonna make a character. If you're not gonna decide to be a character, you need to be yourself. Don't fake it till you make it.
Okay. I respect that. I like that one a lot.
And then 3, hitting me with the hard questions, okay?
Yeah,
Things we gotta
man.
think about for a minute, man.
I mean, I asked this one to Lisa too. If I can
yeah.
ask them to Lisa, I can ask them to you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't care to answer them. Just give me a second.
Take your time, no
Third
rush.
one would be don't watch what your peers are doing and try to copy either. That kind of goes back to be yourself, but also if you see that something's working and you can adapt it to your style, put it your way, make it your own thing, do it, because it's going to help you in the long run. Whatever skill you can learn along the way, pick it up. Okay. Don't leave. If you can learn something along the way, which you're always going to learn something doing this because it's ever changing. It's not the same every time you turn that stream on. You're going to get hit with the issues you don't see coming. Like, technical difficulties are a normal thing for streamers.
Yes. Oh my God.
Learn how to fix it. Okay, another one. Learn how to fix your own stream so you don't have to wait for somebody to do it for you.
Yeah, that's so true. I know.
People have to pay people to fix their stream after something crashes, and I'm like, it's awful, man.
Oh my God.
Don't do that. Like, learn how to do it yourself.
I know when
YouTube is an amazing thing, fam.
That's true. Yep. I know when we did the first podcast, I had technical difficulty for a bit. I was like, oh my God, how do I figure this out? And then I did it. So yeah. A good question from Patches is, who inspired you the most when it comes to streaming?
Probably Grenadier Jake.
And who's that?
He's a Destiny streamer.
Oh,
he was the first one I ever watched on Destiny. Play Destiny, doing trials case.
Does he ever go to like TwitchCons and stuff like that?
Yes, every year. And whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna meet that man.
I was just gonna say, and if you ever had the opportunity, would you want to meet him? Because some people fear that they'll get starstruck, and so
I'm not worried about that.
Or the fear. Okay, that's what matters though. Or the fear that when they meet him, that they'll be a totally different person, which is a real thing. So
yeah, people, like I said, it goes back to the be yourself, don't fake it.
Okay.
Because if you're jerking IRL and you try to act friendly on here, whenever somebody meets you, you're gonna ruin your image. First thing you do.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh, excuse me. Whew. What's your favorite place to eat? Because remember, this is supposed to be a show, a side of you that people don't know about. And from my perspective, I don't really see you eat here on your streams often. So, what's your favorite place to eat?
My favorite place to eat. Oh man, there's so many I like to eat at. Yeah, and see, the thing is I like everything from like chicken wings to seafood to steak to, it doesn't matter. I can eat anything. So I mean, I guess I had to pick.
I mean, we could play different spots if you want. I mean, what's your favorite fast food place?
Fast food place?
Yeah, fast food place.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
You want to, right?
Wow, Taco Bell. Okay, all right. What's your favorite sit down, like breakfast spot?
Right. Breakfast spot?
Yeah. Take your time, no rush.
Anywhere for breakfast, bro.
I know, man. You don't go anywhere for breakfast? You don't go IHOP, Denny's, like.
I work in construction. I ain't got time.
Oh, you're right. Okay. What about seafood place?
Seafood place? Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, all right. What about a steak place?
What is happening, bro?
What happened?
Yo, lag somewhere?
Maybe you're in. I'm fine on mine.
Probably on mine.
What is your favorite place to go for steak?
Steak.
Yeah, steak. Take your time, no rush. I know there's a lot of steak places. I know. You got Outback, you got Longhorn, you got, I wouldn't say Chili's, but.
Chili's isn't really a steak place.
No. Yeah, but they serve steak, though.
They got good steak.
It's alright. It's not that great.
It's alright. Probably either Outback or Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. I heard they got some good ones.
They do.
All right. So the biggest question, right? How do you like your steak cooked? Ask the question.
Medium.
Medium? Okay, right. I can do medium. Medium's good.
Bro, don't be bringing that thing out there looking like a piece of charcoal.
No. I'm not trying to have no well done one now. Okay, all right. Or some steer.
I ain't trying to eat no piece of charcoal. You know?
No.
I ain't trying to throw no hockey bucket.
I feel on that. I feel. Some people like it like that though.
My mom.
Ugh. No.
Like, it ain't got no flavor, bro. How you eat that? And she's like, how you eat it when it's bleeding? And I was like, it ain't bleeding yet.
No. Medium, or rain barbarians.
I go rare.
Oh my god. But medium for me is the way to go too. I feel on that. I know a lot of people like medium rare. They're like, oh my god, anything more than that? No. Medium's really good, and then like
medium is a cutoff point. If you go anywhere past that, you do.
Well, sometimes if it's a really bad quality steak, which like let's say for example, I go to a lot of different restaurants, and I've been within the industry of it for a long time. So my advice to you is, right, if it's a shitty place, you get it mid well. If it's a good place, you get it medium. That's my advice for medium. Since I've been working in the industry for a long time. What's your favorite cut of steak?
Either ribeye or New York strip.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Yeah.
What is a bad habit of yours?
A bad habit of mine? Biting my fingernails.
Biting your fingernails.
And stressing myself out.
Oh, I feel on that. I feel on the stressing yourself out part. Other than Destiny, right? Within the past 10 years, what is your favorite game other than Destiny?
Other than Destiny?
Other than Destiny. I want the top 5. I want a top 5.
You want a top 5?
I want a top 5.
That's so much, bro.
All right, then within your whole life,
obviously,
your top 5 games other than Destiny.
It'd be Halo.
Okay.
And then Elder Scrolls is on that list.
Okay.
Any of them, I like them all. I've played Elder Scrolls Online. I've played Skyrim. I've played Oblivion. I played Morrowind. Like, obviously, I like Elder Scrolls. Old Call of Duty. It's not these new things.
No.
I don't like these new Call of Duties.
Like the BO2 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Old school Call of Duty. Okay, you got 2 more.
I used to really enjoy playing Battlefield.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You don't see many COD guys like Battlefield.
No, it's either the one or the other. All right, one more. You got one more.
And then, don't laugh at me, but Guitar Hero.
Yo, Guitar Hero used to be awesome back in the day. Guitar Hero 3 was my favorite.
Expert for the win.
Yes. Forget about the end. Dragon Through the Flames, something like that. What was it?
Through the Fire and the Flames.
There you go. Through the Fire and the Flames. Back in 3. Oh my god, bro. Wow. And back then it was always Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
The only song I couldn't beat on Expert. The only song I couldn't beat.
No, I don't think anybody really could. Oh, not.
I've seen some people beat it.
With the elbow and whatnot.
You gotta be cracked.
God.
You gotta be cracked.
That's when you know.
Yo.
They play way too damn much. Go outside. Go breathe. Go get some air.
I played that game way too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, Dragon Force! I forgot the song. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Okay. A tip for anybody who's starting new as a streamer. That you've learned yourself how to improve on and whatnot. Like, let's say, for example, not beating yourself up. Learning not to look back.
One tip that, like, if you want to be competitive in a game, if you want to be, like, good at a game, watch your VODs. Talk through it. Try to figure out what you did wrong.
That's some pro strats right there, man. Oh, my God.
Why do you think I'm improving in Destiny, bro? That's all I'm saying.
Welcome to another play-by-play.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever you do that, I get nervous. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw.
Oh my god, those are the best
That,
though.
that or I'm like, I'm just gonna go jump off the side so he'll stop.
What kind of music do you enjoy?
Music, everything from pop punk to deathcore, bro. Like
Oh
any
my
in that
God.
genre at
The
all. Like
super
I'll listen to
hardcore
any
stuff.
of it. I'll listen to any of that. And then I'll listen to some rap, like not the SoundCloud rapper rap. Get that out of here.
No, the
Listen
real
to
rap.
that. I don't want to hear none of that mumble rap stuff, bro. Get that
I'm
out.
feeling that. You want to hear a
And
story?
I honestly I can listen to any kind of music except for country music, bro. I can't.
Really?
Like I can't.
Okay, all right. Does Sin have any hobbies outside of gaming?
I play guitar, bro. It's like about it. I play guitar and then I love playing sports.
You gotta remember, these people are
Volleyball.
all asking questions because they don't know who you are. They want to know who you are. So you love playing guitar.
I play guitar. I play basketball. I played football in high school. I'll play volleyball. It doesn't matter. I'll play it.
Very sports
I'll
kind
play
of guy.
it. Yeah.
And what else did you say you enjoy as well?
Guitar, sports, and then pretty much all I do. Guitar and sports. Other than this.
Can you teach me how to crack some 90s? I don't know what that means.
I can't crank 90s anymore, bro. I'm done with that.
What's is that a Fortnite
it's
reference?
It's a Fortnite reference.
I had to think about that. I was like, 90s. Is that skateboard? And I was just like, wait a minute,
I
no.
don't skateboard, bro.
Rain's too old to skateboard.
That's good.
Oh my god.
A little toxic, but
It's all good. It's all love. It's all love. Rain knows I love him and whatnot.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh man, this podcast is a little different. Well, no, we're actually really
definitely.
interacting with the chat, which is probably we shouldn't do. Another good question. Let me see. What is a typical day for you?
All right. So I get up at 6 or 6:30, get ready, go to work, and work till 2:30, 3:30, 4. So it doesn't matter. It changes every day. Every day's different. And then come home, shower, eat, and then I'm at my gaming stuff. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I do.
What do you do as a construction worker?
I work with in masonry, which is brick, block, rock, stuff like that.
Wow, so you do a lot of heavy lifting all day long.
So whenever I come home, I want to just be chilling.
Yeah, I figured that.
Vibing out to some music and chilling.
Oh my god, that has to suck, dude. I remember doing that. Not that bad, man.
You get used to it. You get used to it. I've been doing it for 8 years, bro.
Oh my god, bro. That's too long, man.
Actually, longer than that, if you consider that I was raised around that my whole life. So I would go out with my dad. Whenever I was young, my dad actually used it as a lesson for me that if you want something, you go work for it.
You gotta work for it super hard.
Well, I probably shouldn't tell this online, but I'm gonna do it. But whenever I was graduating kindergarten, my dad, I told my dad I wanted a trampoline, right? Because like, what does a 5-6-year-old kid want? Trampoline. So I told my dad I wanted one. He's like, he didn't have the money for it, so he said that I could go to work and help him, and then get half the money. Talk to my granddad because he owns the business, right? And he would be like, and then whatever I got to do, just work and make the money over the summer, and then he would pay half of it. And then so I went to work that week. I was actually up before my dad so I could get ready to go. Because I wanted that trampoline bad, bro. I wanted it bad. And then it's just kind of, and then I worked all week. And then at the end of the week, my granddad asked me, he was like, why are you working like this? You're young, you're 5 or 6 years old. And I was like, my dad told me that if I work hard and get half the money for this trampoline, he would buy it for me. He would pay the other half, and he was like, okay. So he gave me half the money that week. So guess where I went that weekend?
Toys R Us to get that trampoline. Man.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
As a kid growing up, that's what my dad did every time I wanted something that they couldn't afford.
Wow.
I had to talk to my granddad. Go to work.
That's a good lesson. It really, I mean,
you learn to appreciate things.
Wow, that is really cool. You did that as a 6-year-old. Most kids would like lose. Now, did you actually work, or like did you?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, you wasn't running around doing nothing like that. You actually worked and shit like that. Wow.
I think the week I went out there, they were 40 feet in the air, and I was on top of the scaffold.
Wow.
I ain't scared of heights, bro. I ain't scared.
Wow.
Matter,
I gotta give you props for that, dude. I gotta give you props for that. Most 6-year-old kids would lose their patience and just run around, do whatever. I don't want to do this no more. Wow.
When he told me that, it gave me a drive, and then I've always had that drive ever since. That if I want something, I will work as hard as I have to make it happen.
Dude, that is so cool. Wow. I give you props for that, man. And that's coming up as a kid. Wow. Yep. I had totally had another question, but I lost sight of it because I was just so interested into the story. Oh my god, that is so cool though. Holy shit, I can't. Wow. Now does your grandpa still own a construction business?
Yeah, I still work for him.
Wow. Do you plan to take it over after him?
He turned it over to my uncle.
Oh, to your uncle. Okay,
right.
My
uncle runs it now, which is his son-in-law because he didn't have any sons. He had 5 daughters.
Wow.
Yeah. So he turned it over to his son-in-law that still helped him. So, and they're working on teaching me how to lay brick and stuff like that now. So
snap. Moving up on the world. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you. No more.
I'm not gonna say that I won't take over one day, but I don't see it happening. No, because whenever streaming takes off full time, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I enjoy it more.
That's fair. That's the dream. That's the dream.
Yep.
What are the chances of having 5 daughters straight? Oh my god, it's a thing. It happens. So right, not because I'm gonna be devil's advocate for a moment. What happens when streaming doesn't take off, or do you have a plan B?
Oh, just I obviously already own a business and I have a full-time job, so I mean I got something to fall back on. This is just a hobby, anyways.
Okay,
right now.
Okay, that's a good way to look at it. All right, so what happens when streaming does take off? What are your plans?
My plans are, when it takes off, I want to be able to quit working outside in construction because even at 25 and only being out there 8 years, truly only being out there 8 years, I've already got I've already pulled muscles in my shoulders and my back, things like that, but I would like to get out of it eventually. And whenever I get streaming picks up to that point, I would like to be able to get out of it, and I would continue to own the business for money on the side too. So that because streaming's really inconsistent, you can't base everything off of it until you're the top level,
That's true.
Or you get a lot of sponsorships.
When you say you did football, did you ever do it for high school?
Yeah, I played in high school.
What was it like working construction and playing football?
Well, whenever I played football, I didn't work much because we was always at the gym working out and stuff. But I would occasionally I would go a couple times a week through the summer, and when I wasn't working out, and I would go to work, and it helped me be a little stronger because I've always been one of the smaller guys. I'm not a huge man, by any means. I'm 5'9", weigh $170, I'm not a very big man, so I've always been smaller. When I was in high school, I was 5'6", 5'7" when I started playing, probably weighed 110 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was small, so but I was scrappy.
Had no fear whatsoever.
I truly
came in there charging.
I don't have many fears, bro. and I'll be honest with you.
Man, yo, Patrick's got some really, really favoritism questions for you. We're gonna pull one from the chat. Man, Patrick asks, "Who are you glad you met the most in the org?" And be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Nah, I'm gonna make some people hate me right here because I done gave you like New Lord, Chef, and Patches to hang out, go eat with.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as meeting somebody that's chill and I can hang out with anytime, probably Lisa.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
And why?
Why? It's just because like I guess like our comedy's on the same wave, like our minds work on the same wavelength. We got the same kind of thought process, I guess.
Straight savages.
And it's just like, yeah, straight savages is what we are. Don't mess with me and Lisa sometimes.
We winner ones.
Yeah, gotta win your one, bro. Gotta win your one.
Oh my god. Now I lost focus. I had another question that was gonna follow up, but I forgot now. Thanks, Patches. Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate you with the awesome question. Man, I forgot because it was something I was gonna follow up with right after I got done asking that question. Oh man. Damn, I gotta really write down more questions. All right, give me a second. Let me look real quick. What excites you about streaming?
Meeting new people.
Meeting new people.
For
That's
sure.
a good one.
Yeah. It's just making new friends and just playing video games in general excites me. Except for with Destiny right now, it's super frustrating. I mean, obviously, I'm playing God of War. If that tells you anything.
Right, but God of War is such a good game, though.
Bro, I got lost in 5 hours yesterday. I looked over. I was like, I've only been streaming for an hour. I looked over. It's like 5 hours, bro. I gotta go to bed.
It's so good though. It's so like I like. At first, I was really concerned of where they're gonna turn Call of Duty into because that kind of slasher genre, kind of just random endless beat 'em up kind of thing, kind of like went away, and so they needed to change God of War a little different in order to make it work. And when they first showed the first trailer, I kind of wasn't feeling it. But then when they started actually like putting out the game, I was just like, oh, this is nice. I like this a lot. So to change what it was into what it is a great way. Whenever you have the opportunity to go to TwitchCon, right? What do you think the experience is going to be like? Overwhelming? Okay, that's a good one. I was gonna ask. So what do you want it to be like?
It's gonna be something great. Meeting the streamers that I watch all the time, like hanging out with whoever from OP's there, obviously. But like getting to meet those streamers that influenced me into starting streaming. That's gonna
that would be so cool.
It's gonna be mind blowing.
Wow. Now, do they have booths as well, or do you know if they're just running around?
Most of the time they do meet and greets out like at restaurants and stuff like that. The streamers.
Wow, that's so cool.
So you get to go eat with them, hang out with them. They buy everybody's food.
What? Free food. Get everybody pizza and whatnot. Pizza Hut. Oh my Lord.
I'm down for that. I like Pizza Hut, bro.
I grew up on Pizza Hut, so I know what that is.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about streaming?
My favorite thing about streaming is
I felt like I asked that question.
I feel like you did too.
This is from Patches, so it's okay.
For Patches?
Yeah, it's for Patches. He asks great questions.
All right. My favorite thing about streaming is, meeting new people and then just enjoying gaming in general,
And how do you prep yourself before streaming? Because some people have to like prep themselves to get into the motion to stream. If you know what I mean. If that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people have to go through some steps to get their mind right, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So that they're not frustrated. But for me, I don't really do anything. I'm just like, yep, I'm streaming. So start at this time, and then I just like, let me get my G Fuel going.
I'm just gonna drink this.
And then
right
that's
here.
pretty much it. Yeah,
Okay. Everybody has different style of doing it.
Some type of water or something to drink usually before I start, because I know I'm gonna be talking a lot.
Hey,
and
that's
I
not a
forget
matter.
to drink when I'm streaming.
Another good question if there's anyone in the OP community, not the official roster, the OP community that you can meet, who would it be?
Anybody in the community not on the official roster. I feel like I'm letting down the people to watch my stream if I don't say them.
Oh my god! It could be anybody. Okay. How about we do this? People from your community, who would you want to meet the most?
Probably Sim.
Sim?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah,
I've had several conversations with him in the.
He likes to hang out on the Discord with us.
Yeah,
now,
man.
So, like, got to meet him on a personal, you know, kind of.
He'd be like, "Oh, this is the OP team. I want to meet these guys.
Yeah.
Who are you guys? Hello, from the other side of the pond. Cool guy. If there was something outside of streaming that you could do, what would it be? These are some great questions. I'm so glad. Yeah. Like, I don't even have to ask the questions on my phone. I'm just going to you guys. Yeah. This is great.
Well, before I started streaming, I was actually working towards a metal band. So it's gonna be a guitar.
A metal band? Oh my god! Wow.
I got asked to be in one, and then I turned it down, which I was really upset at myself after I did. But about 3 months later, they broke up, and then just like none of them talk anymore. So I was like, yeah, wow. I guess that's a good idea that I didn't do that.
Okay.
So, yeah, it would. At one point, I would definitely have said be a guitarist in a big band somewhere, traveling the world. But I don't know if I could live that lifestyle now.
No? Wow.
I don't think I could live the rock star lifestyle now because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to clubs and stuff like that. I don't do any of that. Just kind of like to chill. I like to be able to. I like my mind being clear. Where I don't have to worry about, did I do something stupid last night? You know what I mean?
Did I make a mistake?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like I've made a lot of those in the past, so
it happens, man. We all go through that.
I've already done, you know.
That's true. It's true. What does your setup consist of?
I have 3 monitors, a Stream Deck, PC, Xbox One X, Nintendo Switch, and a PS4 Pro.
Wow, you fancy. What's it like having an Xbox One X?
The Xbox One X is not a PC. I loved it whenever I played Xbox all the time. I'm not gonna lie. It was so, like, the faster load times and everything. It was nice.
But we all know that PC's the way to go, though. We all know it.
Definitely. If you got the money, go get one.
Yep.
Because it helps out a lot.
There's a lot of
PC
advantages.
There's some big disadvantages like cheaters too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to take it with a grain of salt. The bad sometimes outweighs the good.
I feel that.
With the cheaters. But with everything going cross-platform now, everybody's going to be running into it. It doesn't matter whether you play on console or PC.
What are your goals for this year as a streamer?
My goals, I have one goal set that I really hope I hit. I don't know if I will or not, but one goal is 500 followers by my birthday, which is June 11th. Don't know if I'm going to get there.
And where are you at right now?
I'm working on it. I'm at 355 last time I checked.
355. Okay.
It's possible, but like I told Chinchu, I had to have some crazy streams, bro, between now and then.
Hey, man.
People just going off with the followers.
You could do it. You just got to give it time.
Definitely. I knew it wasn't like, oh, I want 1,000 followers by my birthday. Like, that's not possible. Going from 300 to 1,000 in 2 months is not possible. But I thought maybe, I've seen other growth rates and stuff like that, and I see it's kind of common for between 50 to 250 followers. So I was like, 500. I think I can get that. Okay. Because it's only 150. It's only around 150.
It's right around the corner too, man. You gotta push a lot of streams, brother. You gotta put a lot of promotions up there.
What do you mean?
I know it's true. It's true. You do. Now, is there any goals for you outside of streaming that you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna go generic here and just become a better human being in general. Just look nice to the people, dude. Because I can be a jerk sometimes.
This man said, "I'm gonna be generic." Hey, man, it's all good though. Everybody has different dreams and goals and whatnot. It's all good.
Yeah.
Your outcome
I
could be
don't
different
want
to others.
I don't want people to see me as a jerk anymore. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a kid no more. I want to be seen like
People saw you as a jerk
he's a
before?
good guy. I was a jerk.
Wow.
I was that typical jock, bro.
Man, that explains the football thing. Wow, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. You know, we all thought he had humble beginnings, but in the end of the day, he was just a jerk. Wow.
In high school.
Okay, high school. Okay. He was good as a kid.
I still have my moments whenever people make me mad, though.
It's all, that's all. That's a normal thing, though. Which brings up a good question. What do you do when you get mad? Like, how do you calm yourself down when you get mad? How do you take control of the situation?
Usually, I just don't say anything because I know I'm gonna spout some stupid stuff off.
Okay,
Get
all
it
right.
a lot worse.
Self-control. That's a good thing to have.
I usually I like to be by myself. Like, just leave me alone for a little while. Don't talk to me. Don't try to get anything out of me because I'm just gonna tell you to shut up and leave me alone.
Okay, that's fair enough. So out of all your family, who's your favorite?
I can't pick, bro.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one, bro. Out of all,
bro.
your mom, your aunt, your grandma, your grandpa, uncle, dad, brother, sister, who's your favorite? Cousins, second cousin, a cousin that you wish you didn't think would be your cousin, or you wish you didn't want to be your cousin, someone.
Honestly, I don't know, man. Like,
That's a hard question.
I'm close with all of my family, bro. Like, my family does stuff all together all the time. We're always going out to eat together. We always go out for each other's birthdays as a big group, as a big family group, and go eat out and spend time together.
So
we go on huge family vacations together.
That is really cool. All right, okay. I'm gonna change the question then. What is the best memory that you had with your family during a family vacation? How about that? Think about it. Take your time, man. Take your time. It's all good, man. We can run this podcast for 2 hours. It's all good.
Yo, it's gonna have some editing to do with this one. But my favorite memory with all of my family, probably the first time we ever all went to the beach together, which was like 4 years ago, was the first time I'd ever been to the beach.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I mean, I live in Tennessee, bro. Like, and we didn't always have the money to go to places and stuff. We always went to the mountains and like in East Tennessee, stuff like that, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. So like, I've been to quite a few places now, but my most fond memory is the first time that me and all my cousins got out of the car together and the first time we'd all been to the beach together.
Wow. So wait, was that like a group collective first time that y'all? Wow, that had to be so cool. Getting that smell and whatnot, that sea salt. Oh, it's different.
Yeah.
And then
different.
That warm sand between your toes is different, bro. I feel that. I get that.
It's different, bro.
It
hits different.
I feel always being up in the mountains and whatnot with that fresh pine smell just to get the sea salt. It's different.
And then you hit that sea smell and you're like, oh,
yeah.
I missed it. And I didn't even know it.
Yeah. Did you guys like do barbecue with the charcoal and stuff like that too? Nice. That's the best way to do it, in the beach with the charcoal. Yeah. It's like, that nice smells great. What is the best moments? What is one of the best moments in streaming that you have?
One of my best moments while streaming. Does he mean like clips wise or
in general?
Just in general?
In general.
The first time that I had 20-something viewers.
Wow.
And my chat was blowing up. I was like, oh my god, how do people keep up with this?
It's a challenge.
Because the first time you're not used to looking over there. You're not used to watching your chat all the time. You look over there every once in a while because you hardly ever get anybody to chat when you're first starting. And then you get hit with 20 people all of a sudden, and you're just like, how do people play video games and do this?
I feel that. Yeah. I've actually seen one of my friends who just started streaming. He was having a hard time keeping up with chat. And he was just like, listen, Nando, I'm not you, bro. Okay, right? I just started. I'm just like, okay, I'll just shut up. I'll stop. I'll stop.
Because in that moment, you get a little you get flustered, and then you're like, I can't keep up. And then you make it worse on yourself because then you're not paying attention to the game either.
You can't be as skillful.
You're split focused.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. What's an embarrassing story that you could tell?
Embarrassing story.
An embarrassing story. Do you have one? Not everyone has one.
I have a lot of them.
What was the most embarrassing that I could tell?
I don't like. All right. My biggest thing is I like to speak before I think. And then right after I say something, I'm like, that was really stupid, and I made myself look really dumb. But like, we were sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is really stupid, and I felt really dumb for like a week and a half, and everybody's gonna judge me for this.
Okay.
But this is one of those moments where I said something before I thought about it. I was like, I took a bite, and I was like, man, I can't believe it's made out of buffalo. And I was like, wait.
Oh my God.
It's literally what I thought. I was like, I'm dumb. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I like the very next breath was like, I am an idiot. I knew what it was, but I still said it because but my tongue gets ahead of my brain sometimes and just says what it wants to.
I feel on that.
Dumb stuff.
If you can game with a set of I want to say pro Destiny players, who would it be? Who would your team be? Your dream team. Who would your dream
play
be?
Like Trials with?
With anything. Okay. Crucible, Trials.
I would say we'll go with comp because it's 4v4. It would be Grenadier Jake, obviously number one, and then you would have so many good Destiny streamers that play PvP. Grenadier Jake, Panda, M-Tash, and that'd be my three.
Okay.
With me.
I don't know who any of those players are, but if that's your dream team, that's your dream team.
So Grenadier Jake is probably one of the best players in the game in general. Just in general. Same thing with Panda. And M-Tash is one of the funniest PvP players I've ever watched in my life. He'll have you dying laughing.
So he'll be the personality of the group.
Yeah, he's definitely got the comedic relief. He's got the comedic relief, bro. It's top tier too.
That's what's up. I want to say I have one more question, but let me think about it for a minute.
Okay.
No, may already have all this ready. Out of all the guns, what is your favorite gun? Because I know there's a lot of them.
Ever, or in Destiny 2?
In Destiny 2.
In Destiny 2, my favorite gun. Probably the beloved sniper rifle, or the.
A lot of them have different names too.
Yeah, it's either. It probably my favorite combo to use is the Thorn hand cannon. It's exotic, and the beloved sniper rifle.
And exotics are supposed to be like the best grade weapon that you can get, correct?
They're the top tier weapon in the game, yes.
Okay, and the good ones you get from PvP, or you have to do raids.
It's the good exotic. Some of the good exotics you have to do raids. Other than that, it's just the random drops, world drops.
Okay. Now, do you have to do raids if you're a PvP player?
I haven't raided since the beginning, like 2 weeks after Shadowkeep launched in October. So
you don't really have to.
You don't have to raid if you don't want to.
Does the gear that you have really matter?
Yep. It matters for your playstyle. You gotta grind out a specific gear set that you want. Like a specific role on all your gear that you want to make your character play the way you want.
Okay. What's that star power that you get? It's light, right?
It's your power level.
Okay, your light power level. Does it matter how high it has to be?
For certain activities, yes. Others, no.
What about PvP? Because I know you're a PvP player, so I'm more aiming towards the PvP.
Mostly now, yeah.
Yeah.
For Iron Banner and Trials, it matters. But for just regular Crucible, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Um, Man, I wish I knew more about Destiny. Cause like for me, I found it so boring. Like it felt like a letdown.
I understand that. It's not for everybody. It's definitely a grindy game, and if you don't find grindy games fun, you're not gonna like it.
I play Ark.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how you can say Destiny's boring and love.
I don't know. It's that's just me though.
But
That's just me. But that makes sense.
I understand. I used to play a lot of Ark.
Who is your biggest influence in your life? That's from Patches.
Like IRL or streaming or.
Why not both? One from IRL and one from streaming.
All right, streaming. Now my biggest influencer streaming is it's really hard because I still watch a lot of bigger name streamers and like take notes of what they're doing, how they're getting better. I watch Mtash a lot because he has a lot of videos on like quote unquote Crucible school on how to get good at the game in Crucible. I watch a lot of his YouTube and same thing with Grenader Jake. They both do pretty much the same thing. Like if you want to get good, this is how. And then they use a lot of the same terminology of watch your VODs, comment on what you're doing, why you're doing it.
Okay.
Things like that.
And what about
and
IRL?
then in my life, Ninja's never been my boy. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my god.
I used to like watching his stream because I thought it was like interactive and fun. Before he blew up, like back when Fortnite was just starting out and he was just starting to get big. I like watching him then. But like after he got to where he was averaging 400,000 people a stream on Twitch, I was like, I'm done.
What made you say that though? Like what made you like? Because now I'm curious because I didn't know you watched Ninja like that back in the day. So from back in the day Ninja to now, what's the difference that made you kind of push him away?
What made me quit watching Ninja is when he changed. Like I understood why he did it. I respected him for why he did it because he did have a whole lot of kids watching his stream. So he stopped cussing. He stopped doing like all the things that made him Ninja. You know what I mean? He's always been toxic. He's always been that way. He started out in Halo scene, so obviously he was toxic. Because the Halo scene was extremely toxic. Call of Duty scene is extremely toxic. If you play FPS, it's extremely toxic. It doesn't matter.
But I mean, like you can be toxic and be like clean about it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But what changed for Ninja is he went from like he changed his whole personality. Just one day he was this way, and then the very next day he was a completely different person after he met some kids, and they was like, and their parents was like, we'd let him watch you, but you cuss too much or something, and I was like, I respect it, but I just don't like to switch up because I know it's not really you.
Okay. But I mean, like you can still
and that goes back into be yourself. It doesn't matter how big you get.
Okay.
What you got watching you.
I respect that.
If you're streaming a like quote unquote kids game and you can really stream a kids game like that or whatever if you want to call it that. Really not. Like I don't really know what the definition of a kids game is.
Like Minecraft.
And like I don't even think that's a kids game. There's a lot of big name YouTubers that stream that play that game.
That's true, but a lot of kids watch it though. Like a lot of kids watch it.
I mean, and it's good for content.
Animal Crossing.
You know? There's a lot of adults that play Animal Crossing.
Pokemon.
A lot of adults play Pokemon. I play Pokemon. You can't throw those at me. Like I said, it's just I don't really think that there is a quote unquote definition of a kid's game anymore.
Okay, I feel you. It's for all ages. E for everyone.
Because there's kids that play Call of Duty. Like there's adults that play Animal Crossing.
I know. I'm just joking. Yeah. Don't mind me. So back to the question: who influences you in IRL, in your real life?
probably the granddad I work with the most.
Wow.
Everybody says I act just like him, but I was like, I've grown. Like, I've literally been working with him for 8 years. So what do you kind of expect me to act like?
And what is your grandpa like?
Well, I mean, he's a he likes to cut up and make jokes all the time. He's a really sarcastic human being. So that's kind of
Those are
where
the
I
best
cook
kind of
that
people.
all up. Yeah. And then it's like same thing with my dad. He's the same way. Like makes jokes all the time and kind of sarcastic but like would do anything to take care of whatever is theirs. Their family, their
Okay.
homes, their all that stuff. So
If you could rant about anything, what would the subject be?
if I could rant about anything,
Yeah.
you obviously know it's gonna be about Destiny.
Okay.
Because I can rant about that game for hours on end on my stream. That
What?
just the things that I would just won't change.
Okay. What is the thing that annoys you the most while playing that game?
While playing that game, and people that use Mountaintop, like anybody that uses a breach loaded grenade launcher in your primary or secondary slot, I can't stand you.
Wait, I thought that would be like a heavy. So I thought that would be like a third that you have to work towards.
No.
No? Did they change that?
They have heavy grenade launcher. They have grenade launchers in your power slot, but they also have grenade launchers that go in your kinetic and your secondary slot.
Wow.
Which is like Mountaintop, Martyr's Retribution, Fighting Lion, things like that are extremely overpowered, and it's so frustrating to play against because I feel like they don't really take any skill because they blow up as soon as they hit the ground beside you.
Wow.
So,
if you could change the game, what would you want changed?
if I could change the game, the biggest change that I think I would make is partner with someone for dedicated servers so that you can vet out the cheaters quicker.
Okay. If you had a top 5 group of sponsors, who would you want?
Oh, group of sponsors.
It could be any one of them, but you got to give me 5. Your top 5 that you want. Okay.
G Fuel.
And tell me why.
Okay, G Fuel because obviously, like, I enjoy G Fuel. Like, 1, 2, 3. I got 3 tubs sitting beside me, 3 more on the way. So obviously, I enjoy G Fuel. I just enjoy, like, it just gives you a little, like, if you're having you're tired, it just gives you a little pickup for stream.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a little burst of energy for stream. Elgato because I literally have Elgato almost everything, as far as like accessories go, like Stream Deck. I got Elgato capture cards, things, just stuff like that, like just to help your quality of stream go up. Elgato would be one. Probably,
Man, you're having a hard time with this question. I'm just like, you don't know who you want.
Well, because like I haven't really like thought that far ahead. Because like I said, it's just not like.
No, man, these are things. These are things that you gotta look towards, man. Because you want this to become something one day. So you gotta get ready for the future. You gotta work for your goals and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I would probably say Logitech.
Okay.
Too.
That's different. Okay.
I like most of their stuff. Other than like their mice, I think the mice, like, I'm gonna stick with the Final. Just like, I just like the way they feel. They're super light.
Okay.
And durable. Logitech, G Fuel, Elgato, and ZXT for computers because I think they make the top tier computers.
Yeah, they make good computers. Okay.
I think NZXT makes the best, in my opinion.
You don't want like Origins or Ironside?
I just like the way they look and just the way they like. I just like the feel that the NZXT computers give off.
Okay.
And then monitor. I don't know, man. Like the last one would be difficult. It's difficult for me. I don't know. I would since I started out on Xbox, I might want to partner with Scuff for my own
Okay.
controller.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
For my
That's a
own
bit
controller.
different. Okay.
I thought I wanted that. I wanted that back before I started playing on mouse and keyboard. So I would probably stick with that, even though I really don't use a controller much.
Okay. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be definitely something I would want to do because I have 3 scuffs.
All right. Since you
2
said
Elite
that,
controllers.
if you can become a flavor for G Fuel, what would your flavor be?
Does it got to be original or?
It could be anything that you want. It could be anything that you want.
Okay, well, I don't really have an idea for a G Fuel flavor, but like my favorite flavor is the sour blue chug rug.
Okay, so what if it was like sour apple, green?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Green's your color and whatnot.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I know it's green's my color, but I don't know about green apple, bro. Some green apple's strong, dude. Some of it's real strong.
No, I mean, but what if they let you work with you and you get the taste of flavor and make sure that you like the flavor and whatnot? What if it worked out?
If it worked out like that, it would definitely have to be green.
Okay.
It would definitely have to be green.
What about lime?
I like lime in a lot of things.
There we go.
So
there we go.
It would definitely have lime in it. It would definitely have lime.
It'll be SinIcy green lime. So lime's already green.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you gotta think of these ideas, man. You gotta think of these ideas. You'll get that one day. You'll get that one day. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. Whatnot. If you could give any. We're gonna give it another and think of another advice that you would give to any small time streamer, like someone like a lot smaller than you. I know you're still growing yourself and whatnot, but if you could give to anyone within the audience who's still learning and still going through the struggles, an advice.
Don't be afraid to ask questions if you have problems. If you're struggling with things, you don't understand the way things work, ask questions. Don't be scared to ask questions because we're gonna help.
Okay.
Most people are gonna help you. I wouldn't suggest going into a big streamer's chat and asking them a question because most of the time they're gonna ban you.
Really?
You go,
that's a thing?
If you're asking questions about how to improve your stream, obviously you're self-promoting.
Okay.
In their opinion. Right. So, and then most big streamers have worked really hard to get there. It wasn't just given to them. So they're not gonna want you self-promoting, thinking you're self-promoting, and then obviously they're gonna ban you for it. Or their mods are gonna take action before they even realize the streamers even read the question.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
But I would definitely, if you have questions, hit people up on Discord. You don't have to always go in the stream and ask questions. There's plenty of people in the community Discord that stream. There's plenty of people in the OP fam that streams that aren't in OP that you can ask questions that would be nice enough to answer your question.
That's true. That's true.
Just ask questions if you have problems.
Where can people find you?
All right, I am twitch.tv /SinIcyKiller, SinICYKILLER, and then it is at SinIcyKiller on Twitter, and I have a personal Instagram that I don't really give out to people.
Okay.
So.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yep. It is SinIcyKiller as well.
Okay.
Everything is SinIcyKiller.
That's the right way to do it, because a lot of people they'll mix and match all their social media, which makes it harder for people to find them. Yeah. Which I don't get that concept. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming to our second episode. If you can suggest our next guest, who would it be?
Our next guest. Either Chinchu or Chef Swag.
Okay.
It's been my 2 votes ever since we started this thing. I'm gonna keep voting for him till it happens, bro.
All right, we're definitely going to go into the community Discord, which I'm also going to leave a link down below for anybody who gets to come on by. If anybody misses here, don't worry. We're going to make sure to put it on YouTube. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good laughs, a lot of questions, like shot fire questions. I'm not going to lie. That you took... Oh, we lost him.
Yo.
We lost you there, brother.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties here live on Twitch. But yeah, we're gonna make sure to
All
leave a
in
link
the
down below in the description on where to find you on the YouTube channel and all that other jazz. Again, thank you so much for being our second guest within the Prodigies Lounge podcast. Really appreciate it, and thank you everybody for asking so many questions within the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Again, Sin, would you like to leave any last words?
I appreciate the opportunity, and OP for life, fam. OP
There it
for
is.
life.
OP for life. Thank you everybody for joining, and we hope to see you soon. Good night.
Peace.